Have you ever wondered why some people seem to crush every challenge in front of them, while you keep wrestling with the same doubts, the same fears, the same invisible wall holding you back? Here's the brutal truth. Your weakness isn't a harmless quirk of your personality. It's a weapon pointed at your own life, and every day you refuse to face it, you're the one pulling the trigger. Most people think weakness is just how they are. Wrong. Weakness is a choice, and crush your weakness before it destroys you isn't a dramatic title. It's a warning. Machiavelli understood what modern society hides from you. The world doesn't reward nice intentions. It rewards ruthless clarity, strength, and results. Today, I'm going to reveal Machiavelli's darkest power lesson and show you how to find the exact weaknesses sabotaging your success and eliminate them before they erase your future. But first, ask yourself this. What if everything you've been taught about being patient, polite, and agreeable was designed to keep you controllable? Let's get started. Number 1. Your weakness was programmed into you, not born with you. You didn't come into this world timid, doubtful, and terrified of upsetting people. You were trained to be that way from the moment you started breathing. Think about it. From childhood you were told to always be nice, even when someone crossed your boundaries, to apologize first, even when you were the one who got hurt, to sit down, be quiet, wait your turn, and never want too much because that makes you selfish. You were praised for being easy to manage, not powerful to become. That's not love. That's control. Every "don't make a scene," every "just let it go," every "be realistic" was another line of code written into your mind, turning you from a potential threat into something safe, predictable, and compliant. Machiavelli understood this better than most. He knew that power isn't taken from you by force most of the time. It's surrendered quietly when you let others decide what's acceptable for you to desire, to do, to become. Look at how this programming shows up in your life right now. You scroll your phone first thing in the morning, letting other people's opinions flood your brain before you've even decided what kind of day you're going to have. You say yes to favors, projects, and plans you don't want, just because no feels uncomfortable, even though every yes to something that drains you is a no to something that could change your life. You downplay your wins, so no one feels threatened. You avoid hard conversations, letting resentment and confusion grow like mold in the dark because you'd rather be silently angry than momentarily uncomfortable. And the cruel twist is this. The programming has convinced you that choosing yourself is selfish, that having standards is too much, that wanting power over your own life is somehow wrong. Meanwhile, the people who taught you these rules don't follow them. The powerful don't apologize for wanting more, and they don't shrink to make others feel bigger. The good news is, once you see the code, you can rewrite it. Start questioning every belief that makes you smaller. Ask yourself, does this rule protect me, or does it protect someone else's comfort? When someone calls you changed because you've become stronger, colder to nonsense, less available to be used, understand this. That's not an insult. That's your first sign. The old programming is finally breaking. Number 2. Your weakness makes you a target. In the real world, there are only 2 types of people: those who move through life like predators and those who move through life like prey. The brutal truth is this: your unchallenged weakness is not just hurting you, it's advertising you. It's a glowing sign above your head that says, "Push my boundaries, I won't push back. Take from me, I won't stop you." Think about your work, your business, your school, your social circle. Who rises fastest? The quiet, overworked person who hopes their effort will magically be noticed, or the calculating one who makes sure their value is seen, their results are known, their name is attached to every win? Who holds more power in your relationships? The one terrified of being abandoned, or the one willing to walk away the moment their standards are violated. When you avoid conflict, when you tolerate disrespect, when you pretend everything is fine just to keep the peace, you are not keeping peace, you are trading power. Machiavelli warned that it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. And in your life, that doesn't mean being cruel. It means being someone people think twice before crossing. When people know you're desperate for their approval, they can manipulate you. When they know you're terrified of losing them, they can treat you however they want. When they know you'll always explain, always forgive, always give another chance, why should they ever change? The moment you signal you're unwilling to enforce consequences, you become someone others can use without cost. Your time is booked for everyone else's priorities because you never guard it. Your ideas get ignored in conversations because you don't insist they're heard. Your dreams get mocked because you don't defend them with conviction. Here's the darkest part. The more you let people step on you, the less they respect you, even if they keep benefiting from your weakness. They might enjoy the advantage, but deep down, they despise the fact that you refuse to claim your own power. Machiavelli's lesson is simple. Power respects power. If your presence doesn't carry the weight of self-respect and consequence, the world will treat you like a convenient option, not a force to reckon with. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I choose respect over approval, power over weakness. Number 3. The comfort you cling to is turning you weak. Comfort feels safe, familiar, harmless, but it is the slowest, quietest way to destroy everything you could have been. Most people don't fail in a dramatic explosion. They fail by staying exactly where they are year after year, convincing themselves that it's not that bad, while their potential rots in the background. Look at your life right now. How many routines do you repeat not because they serve you, but because they're easy? You wake up and scroll, you complain about the same problems, you fantasize about change, and then do nothing different, telling yourself you'll start when things calm down. That is the comfort trap, and it is perfectly designed to keep you obedient to your fears. Comfort kills your potential because it removes the need to grow. If nothing stretches you, nothing strengthens you. Comfort kills your skills because it keeps you playing at the same level, until one day you wake up and realize the game moved on without you. Comfort kills your confidence because true confidence only comes from facing hard things and winning. When you only do what's easy, a part of you knows you're untested, and that doubt eats you alive. Comfort kills your opportunities because the doors that actually change your life always come with risk, uncertainty, and the possibility of failure, and you can't step through them if you're married to feeling safe. Machiavelli wrote that if you want to predict the future, study the past, because human behavior repeats. Look at the people who avoid discomfort now. The one who won't have the hard conversation ends up in a relationship that drains their soul. The one who never takes a career risk watches younger, bolder people leapfrog them. The one who never pushes their body ends up limited by it exactly when they need strength the most. Meanwhile, the people you secretly admire have all done the same thing. They answered the scary call, made the move everyone said was risky, bet on themselves when there was no guarantee. While you were choosing comfort, they were choosing growth. Here's the paradox. The more you embrace discomfort for the sake of your goals, the more comfortable your future actually becomes, because you become the kind of person who can handle anything. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I embrace discomfort as the price of my evolution. Number 4. The lies that keep you weak and powerless. If you want to understand why you haven't stepped into your full strength yet, don't look at your talent. Look at the lies you've been taught to believe. Lie number 1. Good things come to those who wait. Wrong. Good things come to those who move, who act, who take calculated risks while everyone else is still overthinking. While you're waiting for the perfect moment, someone with half your potential is already claiming the opportunities that should have been yours. Lie number 2. Everyone deserves your respect automatically. No. Basic human decency, yes. Respect, no. Respect is earned through character, competence, and consistency. When you hand out respect to people who lie to you, use you, and walk all over your boundaries, you're not being noble, you're devaluing yourself. Lie number 3. Just be yourself, and the right people will come. The version of you that clings to weakness, avoids conflict, and refuses to grow will only attract people who benefit from that weakness. The version of you who is powerful, disciplined, and unapologetically ambitious will absolutely make some people uncomfortable. And that's exactly the point. Weak people need you small. Strong people need you strong. Lie number 4. Everything happens for a reason. That's the sweetest sounding poison you've ever swallowed. Things don't magically happen for a reason. Things happen because of patterns, choices, and actions, yours and other people's. If you tell yourself it's all meant to be, you never have to confront the fact that your own decisions are either building your power or feeding your weakness. Machiavelli said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, but few experience what you really are." And right now the world is reacting to the version of you that these lies created. If you appear passive, they treat you as powerless. If you appear endlessly forgiving, they treat you as expendable. Every one of these lies is designed to keep you waiting, hoping, and obeying instead of moving, choosing, and conquering. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I reject comfortable lies and embrace uncomfortable truths. Number 5. If you don't replace emotion with calculation, your weakness will always own you. This is where most people lose the game before it even begins. They make emotional decisions when they're hurt, angry, scared, or insecure, and then they scramble to dress those decisions up in logic afterward. The powerful do the opposite. They decide with cold clarity and then manage their emotions around that decision. When someone disrespects you, your emotion screams, explode, clap back, make them feel small. Your calculation should whisper, what response increases my power and weakens theirs? When a risky opportunity appears, your emotion panics. What if I fail? What if I look stupid? Your calculation should ask, what is the real risk? What is the real reward? And what does staying the same cost me? When someone tries to guilt trip or manipulate you, your emotion says, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm the problem. Your calculation should say, what do they gain if I feel guilty? And what do I lose if I obey? Emotional decision-making quietly destroys your life because it makes you reactive instead of strategic. You fire off texts you regret. You say yes when you mean no. You confront the wrong people and stay silent around the right ones. You choose what feels good in the moment over what serves you in the long term. Your feelings change by the hour. The consequences of those feelings can follow you for years. Worst of all, when people can predict your emotional reactions, they can play you like a piano. They know exactly which button to press to make you chase, to make you apologize, to make you give in. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. He knew that the ruler who reacts out of emotion is easy to corner, but the ruler who calculates first is almost impossible to overthrow. The wise don't suppress their emotions, they study them. They ask, what is this anger telling me about my values? What is this fear exposing about my limits? What is this jealousy revealing about what I truly want? Then they act on the information, not the impulse. Here's the shift. Before you respond to anything, ask, what outcome do I actually want? Before you make any big move, ask, How does this change my position 6 months from now? Before you engage in any fight, ask, am I protecting my power or feeding my ego? Weak people let their emotions drive the car. Strong people put their emotions in the passenger seat and keep their hands on the wheel. If you don't make this shift, you will keep repeating the same cycles with different faces and different settings, wondering why nothing ever really changes. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am the master of my emotions, not their servant. Number 6. You have to detach from outcomes, or you'll hand your power to everyone around you. The moment you need a specific result too badly, a job, a relationship, someone's approval, you stop being strategic and start being predictable. And predictable people are easy to control. When you're desperate to impress someone, they can string you along with crumbs of validation. When you're obsessed with landing one particular opportunity, you tolerate low offers, disrespect, and endless delays because you're terrified of losing it. When you're clinging to a relationship as if it's your last chance at love, the other person knows they can cross your boundaries and you'll still stay. That isn't love, loyalty, or commitment. That's bondage. Strategic detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you want the best outcome, but you're genuinely prepared for any outcome. You have options, alternatives, a plan A, B, C, and D. So no one decision, no one person, no one door controls your future. Machiavelli warned that promises belong to the past, but breaking them belongs to the present, meaning this: the world will change on you without warning, so you must never build your entire identity on something you can't control. When you're not desperate, your standards rise. When you're not attached, you negotiate harder, walk away faster, and see red flags more clearly. Ironically, the less you need any given outcome, the more power you have to shape it, because you're willing to do what the weak won't: say no, demand better, or leave. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My peace comes from within, not from anyone else's permission. Number 7. Become the consequence. Stop explaining your standards to people who benefit from you having none. Stop justifying your decisions to people who don't carry a single ounce of the consequences you'll live with. Stop apologizing for taking up space in a world that is built on the backs of people who had the audacity to want more. You are not here to make everyone comfortable with your growth. You are not here to shrink so fragile egos can feel taller. You are not here to water down your ambition so mediocre people don't feel exposed. Machiavelli said, "It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles." Your power doesn't come from your job, your status, or your followers. It comes from who you choose to become when no one is watching. Become the person who doesn't need to announce their strength. People feel it the moment you walk into a room. Become the person who doesn't need to argue about their worth. Their results end every debate before it starts. Become the person who doesn't need to defend their choices. Their life is the closing statement. When you truly embody strength, you don't have to act tough. When you truly embody confidence, you don't need external validation. When you truly embody success, you don't waste time proving you're successful. You become the consequence, the living, breathing proof that whoever underestimated you made a critical mistake, and now they have to live in a world shaped by the power you finally decided to claim. Today you saw that weakness isn't a personality quirk, it's a strategic disadvantage, quietly sabotaging every part of your life. You saw how it was programmed into you from childhood to keep you obedient, how it turns you into a target people can use, and how the comfort you cling to is actually the cage that keeps you small. You exposed the soft, poisonous lies that keep you waiting instead of moving. You learned to stop letting your emotions drive your decisions and to replace impulse with cold calculation. You discovered the power of detachment and why needing any outcome too much hands your leverage to everyone around you. And finally, you understood what it means to become the consequence. A person whose presence, standards, and results reshape the space they walk into. This isn't about becoming cruel, it's about becoming sharp, strategic, and unshakable in your pursuit of the life you were built for. If this opened your eyes to your own weakness, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to wake up. Your weakness is not your identity, it's a habit you have the power to destroy, starting right now.